Everyone, we're back. Grace and Marty have been reunited. I had to do it by myself last week. Thank you. Although I guess it was worse because you had to do an entire event by yourself.
Give me a break.
I just had to do a Q&A by myself. Anyways, so we had a question from Melissa. We have done our top 5 tips that we recommend when camping, but Melissa says, what are your 5 do not do?
What are the bottom 5? Yeah, what are the bottom 5?
So we have 2 of our guests here with us today.
They're going to help us out with these, so.
I'm going to tell you what not to do so you don't end up in their situation.
The bottom 5. Number 1, do not, if you're camping in the back country someplace, any place.
Or in the front country.
In the front country. Do not put honey all over your campsite before you go to bed at night because, well, just don't do it. It's not a good idea.
You'll attract. Well, I'll just say, bears like honey. That's not a myth.
Bears, they really do like honey, it turns out.
That's not a myth.
That's not a good idea.
The second tip, if you are at a campsite or wherever you're at, and you come across water spigots, and one of them says potable and the other one says non-potable.
What is that? What does non-potable mean?
Who knows? Nobody knows what that means. Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means do not drink the water. So if it says potable, you can drink it. Non-potable means do not drink it. Otherwise, you could get giardia or something else that you really don't want to get when you're not near a bathroom, or even when you are near a bathroom, you do not want to have a parasite living in your intestine. So I don't know why they just don't say do not drink or boil first or something, because people don't know what the heck potable means.
Potable means like you can't put it in the pot. You know?
Yeah.
So it's not.
So just saying, if it says non-potable, do not drink it.
Don't put it. Number 3. It's always our intention is we like to camp out next to rivers or streams because it's just great to have the rushing water going by, helps you get to sleep at night. You know, a little noise off in the background, like a truck going by. And that's not a bad idea. Just don't do it when there is a torrential downpour in the forecast. Sometimes that might impact the stability of your campsite. The longevity, I guess I should say. The longevity of your campsite.
Another thing not to do, let's say you have decided to go camping at the beach. I've done that once. I slept out on the beach one night. So did my dad. And this was before, apparently, he knew exactly how tides worked. If you're going to sleep on the beach, put your sleeping bag in the soft white sand at the very top. Do not put your sleeping bag down at the bottom where the water line is.
Unless it's high tide.
Unless it's high tide, but if it's low tide, the water is going to rise.
Doesn't work.
And you're going to find yourself soaking wet.
Who would do that?
Out to sea.
Nobody would do that.
One of us here, maybe it was the skeletons, but somebody in this little group right here did learn the hard way.
Speaking of our buddies
and it
here,
wasn't me.
Speaking of our buddies, if you're going on a 2 or 3 day backpacking trip, make sure you got enough provisions to allow for food for 2 or 3 days. If you run out a little bit ahead of time, well,
you'll end up like this.
You might end.
See you next time.
See you next week. Number 1, top things to not do is in the fun. So we have a little outtake here.
So if you
Traffic. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And we've got an event today at the library. Today, because I'll be airing it on Saturday, even though today's Friday.
Saturday.
I don't know what day it is anymore.
I'm sure it's going to go well.
Yeah, it's going to go great. And
what could go wrong? You want to do it tonight? Don't camp on the ocean floor. Don't do a pitch in your tent next year. What were they?
Mom, you stepped on a ruby.
I'm going to do honey. potable water.
Tell me if you see me.
Do not.
No! Stay off the skeleton.